The day I saved my first $1 million, I felt nothing. No party, just me, my phone, and a number I used to only dream about. 5 years earlier, I checked my bank account and saw $47. I was 23, broke, and honestly starting to believe this was just how life was going to be. I worked a job I didn't care about, doing tasks that meant nothing to me, watching the clock, counting down hours, wondering if this was really it. Rent was due. My credit card was maxed. Every month felt like running in place, working harder and harder just to stay exactly where I started. One night, I couldn't sleep. I started watching videos about money, investing, saving. Something clicked. I didn't want another year to feel exactly like this one. I moved to a smaller apartment. Canceled subscriptions I never used. Cooked at home instead of ordering out. Small cuts, but they added up fast. I picked up freelance work after my regular job ended. Nights and weekends gone, but every extra dollar went straight into savings instead of into my pocket. The first month, I saved $300. It felt small, almost pointless. But for the first time, the number in my account was going up. My friends were posting vacations, new cars, nice dinners. Part of me wanted that too. It was hard watching everyone else spend while I said no to almost everything. I declined another dinner invite, another weekend trip. It wasn't that I didn't want to go. I just wanted my future more than I wanted that night. I opened my first brokerage account. Index funds, dividends, compound interest. The words that used to sound like a foreign language started actually making sense to me. 6 months in, I hit $10,000 saved. I remember screenshotting the app just to prove to myself that it was real. Then the market dropped. I watched my investments lose value overnight. All that saving, and suddenly it felt like it was disappearing right in front of me. For a week I thought about pulling everything out, just stopping, spending it, going back to how things were before, where at least nothing hurt this much. I found a note I wrote myself months earlier. This is for future you. I read it twice, put the phone down, and didn't touch the withdraw button. I tightened my budget even more. Meal prepped every Sunday. Tracked every dollar. It wasn't glamorous, but it was working one boring week at a time. About a year in, I got promoted. More responsibility, but also more income. I didn't upgrade my lifestyle. I just increased how much I saved every month. Every raise became more savings. Every bonus went straight into investments. I stopped thinking about spending more and started thinking about growing faster. 2 years in, I crossed $100,000. I sat there for a long moment just staring at the number, barely recognizing my own life. I still drove the same car, lived in the same apartment. Friends started asking why. When I clearly had more now, I hadn't changed anything about my life. At dinner, my family told me to enjoy the money. Take a trip. Buy something nice. I understood why they said it, but I had a different plan. I told them I'd enjoy it later on my terms. For now, I want to keep building. They didn't fully get it, but they respected it. Something strange started happening. My money began making more money than I was even contributing. The growth wasn't linear anymore. It was speeding up. My car broke down. Then a surprise medical bill. Omi would have panicked. This time, I had an emergency fund built exactly for moments like this. I paid for both without touching a single dollar of my investments. The emergency fund did exactly what it was supposed to do, protect my progress. For years in, I crossed $900,000. I could feel it now. The number that once felt impossible was suddenly, actually within reach. I picked up extra freelance project again. Skipped a few more nights out. Not because I had to, but because I was so close I could taste it. Then one ordinary Tuesday morning, I checked my phone. The number finally read $1 million. I just sat there in silence. I thought I'd feel triumphant. Instead, I felt calm, quiet, like I'd been carrying something heavy for years and had only just noticed it was gone. The next morning, I still drove the same car, still made the same coffee, still went to the same job. Nothing about my life looked different. What changed wasn't my house or my car. It was that I stopped being afraid. Afraid of bills, afraid of emergencies, afraid of one bad month ruining everything. The first million doesn't buy a different life. It buys quiet. If you're starting from zero right now, That quiet is closer than you think. Subscribe and see you on the next video.